Heck yeah. Nice. Ugh. There. Oh, that's better if I put it on this side. That's even better still. Yeah. Because then I got the light on the one side and I got the light on this side. That's even better. Let's see here. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Not too shabby. Okay. Yeah. So, first point I want to hit. I'm going to mock up right now because it's so deadly. I can't go without something. I, I am going that route, man. Here we go. Here we go. Yep, yep. Narf. What? You're not gonna? But you might die again. I've had worse thrown at me, and I'm still here. Kiss my, you know what. So I ain't gonna wear it, and the reason being is because guess what? It ain't that serious. By the way, all you people that you like the celebs, and I got my little surgical mask. Woo! Got my surgical mask. I look so sexy. Here's what I gotta say to that. One, what's the purpose of a surgical mask? Oh, it protects me from germs. Wrong answer, moron. Moron. The reason surgeons wear masks ain't to protect them from you. They're the one cutting on you. It's to protect you from them. So a surgical mask, all it does is protect germs from going out. It don't protect from coming in. There is no filtration on that to keep stuff from coming in. So thanks for thinking you're trendy little, Miss whatever movie star, blah, 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 bull crap. But I hate to tell you, sorry to break it to you, you're just protecting me from you. You ain't protecting me from me. You ain't protecting yourself from me. So, so all you people out there with hoarding your surgical masks, give them the F up to the hospitals that actually need them. They got surgeries to do and can't get them because all y'all went out and you hoarded them thinking it protects you from germs. And guess what? No filtration. Why you think that the smart people like us went to Home Depot, bought the N95 particulate masks? There's built-in filtration. Germs and stuff can't get up in your nose. Why do you think we broke out these? So, that's what I got to say. Hollywood, give it up. Y'all look like dipwads. Y'all look like jackwagons. You don't know your freaking butt from your head, and you look moronic wearing surgical masks that surgeons could be using in the OR to actually treat real life surgical patients. Screw you, Hollywood. That's where I'm going with the masks. What you say? Yeah, go the shimag route. You're talking the shimag route? Yep, yep, yep. Ain't worth moose nor you know what. It's also good if it's cold. It is good if it's cold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and that's the whole thing. And it's like, kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know? Like, you guys are freaking morons. I'm gonna. Oh, y'all. Wee. Clavon Jr. You know? What can I say? Hey, but guess what? Guess what? The rumor is we're going to do like Iran and we're going to start releasing prisoners. So that brings me to my next point. Yeah. Oh, how you like that 100-round drum, Libbies? Go pee yourself. That's America right there. America. America. Yeah. Woo. Man, that said, that's piece of America. America. But will I stop coronavirus with that rifle? You know what? You know what? I'm just going to blast it off in the air and just woo, free because I'm killing something. I don't know what or where. I'm killing something. Just blast it off. That'll be real live rounds. I mean, of course, gun style, you know. Exactly. Oh, wait, hang on. All the ammo sold out. I can't see my enemy. No, you're not going to kill coronavirus with a freaking rifle. Give me a freaking break. Which reminds me, ammo hoarders. You freaking ammo hoarders. You never been pro gun, always been down on my rights. Now all of a sudden you bought a gun. Now all of a sudden you got money to buy a gun. You're just poof blowing your bank account away. Why? Congress promised me a $1,200 check plus another one. Blah blah blah. One, that ain't in the bank. Two, to heck with you. You're hoarding ammo. You're hoarding ammo that can be critically used by, guess what? Ranchers need that ammo. Ooh, I need it too. No, you don't, city dweller. You're not in freaking Afghanistan. You ain't in Iraq. Ranchers need it. They use 5.56. They use 2.23. They use 300 blackout. Why? It kills coyotes. Guess what coyotes do? Coyotes kill cows. Coyotes kill pigs. Coyotes kill chickens. Oh, guess what? City dweller that hoarded every freaking gallon of milk that's now going sour in your freaking fridge because you're a dipwad. Guess what? They kill the cows. You ain't got no milk. Go hoard some more milk. Go hoard some more. Please go hoard some more. Oh, there's none to hoard because all the cows are dead. Because you also hoarded the ammo. Oh, what about bacon? What about sausage? Oh, well, you got no bacon, you got no sausage. Oh my gosh, it's idiocracy. Except instead of no fillings for their, what they say, Chipotle or whatever, in idiocracy during the Dust Bowl, instead it's you got no freaking milk. What you gonna eat with your cereal? Huh? Beer? You gonna eat beer? I guarantee you ain't gonna eat beer because that's a soldier thing, and you ain't got the cojones swinging in the breeze to eat beer in your freaking cereal. So, poof. But you know what? It could even be some Irish whiskey, man. But here's the thing. They're like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Really? You ain't got a. You, you ain't. All I can say is you ain't got a pair hanging. Because if you did, you wouldn't be hoarding crap in the first place. So up yo's. And guess what? Guess what? You know what Gunny has to say about if I need some supplies that are critical for my grandmother? You hoarded them, right? Okay. You hoarded them. So I'm gonna shoot it out, ain't I? I mean, I'm gonna take it however I take it, right? Well, so here's my thing. There are some people like me that they're gonna have goods that they've been laying in all along. That's not hoarding, that's prepping. There's a difference. Okay. With them, hey baby, I run shine. What ATF? What? Shit's getting real. I'll run my still. When it quits getting real, I'll shut it down. But in the meantime, I'm going to run it because I can sanitize with it. I can trade with it because people still got their vices. And guess what? ATF, my stuff, because me being a sniper and anal retentive, is probably more high quality than what you're getting out of a lot of the distilleries. So, cheers. By the way, this sip I'm going to take here. Now the cuckoo clock's done. This sip I'm going to take here. I want to say cheers to our brothers and sisters riding the buses, the ambulances, as you will. Front lines exposed to some of the nastiest stuff. Keep showing up for work. We here at the Gunning Corner, we appreciate you. Second sip is for our firefighters. Brothers and sisters, again, you're on the front lines. You're responding to medical in addition to fires and getting exposed to some really nasty stuff. Not just this COVID crap. You sometimes get exposed to meth labs, all that kind of crap. Cheers to you. And my last one. My last one goes as such. Brothers and sisters in blue, it's on you right now. It's on you. And y'all got a bad rap because there's some of you that you think you bullies because you got the badge and the gun. You ain't no bully up against something like what I just showed. By the way, notice it was pointing to the rear where it said stuff. That's full auto. Now, that might be binary, that might be full, who knows? But either way, it's 100% legal because Gunny don't break no laws. But, I say that for my brothers and sisters in blue to point out to you there are people that do break the law. They got less respect for you than people like me. People like you. So, you need to step up right now. You're on the front lines. You're hauling people to the jails that may be infected. You are exposed. I mean, just you're out there. Just like our brothers and sisters on the buses and on the fire trucks. But right now is the time for you to act righteous. Don't be a dick. Don't try to boss people around because you cop they ain't. Because your life, even if you ain't infected, if society continues to crumble, your life rests on people like me, you, Joe Blow down the street, drives his jacked up pickup truck and lives to go mudding. Your life rests on them and on us. You could be struggling with a suspect. And if you weren't righteous with us, we may just drive by. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. Or you act righteous, even though we may be exposed. You're struggling with a suspect, we gonna come take them down. You and I, we know how to put them in a hurt locker, and it's gonna hurt bad. So, law enforcement, my cheers to you, because y'all on the front lines. But be righteous to the people you were charged with protecting. Charged. Yes, when you took the oath to become a law enforcement officer, you were charged by that community with their safety. Final toast goes up. You know what it goes up to. I'll let you say that one. You know you want to. To the brothers and sisters in arms, putting on a military uniform worldwide, whether they're combating this shit or still securing freedom. Brothers and sisters, we ain't forgot you. We ain't forgot what we was, where we come from. This one's for you. Mm-hmm. You know what? You know what? I got a special little word for new recruits. New recruits, you know what? Y'all may y'all may not feel like you're soldiers yet, but you is. Now, you can flunk out a boot and you're no longer a soldier. If you're in boot, if if you are in boot, you're a soldier in my book. And I got this to say to you. Right now, these are some weird, funky times, and this is some dire, dire stuff. And you still chose to take your oath and go in to the United States military. I didn't say military. I said United States, because guess what? Oh, y'all out there, listen to this. United States. Let's get united, because I don't care what side of the spectrum you on, you can be infected just as easily as me. So dig down. Unite. Whether you agree with me or not, you can still be united. This is some funky crap. For all you new recruits, from right here at the Gunny's Corner, we appreciate you. We appreciate you 110%. Give it your all, dig down, and when you say I can't and you tell that DI, I want out, sir. I want out, ma'am. Before you say those words, you hesitate and you dig deeper and you find that gunny spirit. The gunny spirit is in each and every one of you. You chose to sign up, so that spirit's in you, whether you think of it or not. The fact is, you chose to. So, dig deep. Let that spirit come up. When you think you're going to fail, you ain't making it out of boot. You just want out. You just want to go home. I want to go home. Dig deep. Instead, it's dude. It's a longer process and it's more shame. You know what? Freaking dig down. What, you can't run that extra mile? The DI is making you run? Well, I could run a mile, but they're making me do three. And I gotta do three back. What do you think you're gonna have to do on the battlefield? You're gonna have to do it. Dig deep. But you know what? The best reward you will ever feel, and I know you know it, so you can second me on this. The best reward you ever feel. I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. I gotta get out, gotta get out, gotta get out. And you keep pushing anyway. Instead of getting out, you keep pushing. The best reward you ever feel is when you're standing there at rest, graduating from boot. I mean, it's a sense of special pride, special accomplishment. Not just, I showed up for the baseball game, woo, I get a trophy, but a real sense of I did something. I, a million times, could not have been here. I could have flunked out. They could have drummed me out. I could have asked to get out. I made it. But I mean, it is like it's to me that's better feeling than your wedding day. I mean, the two things in your life, the two things that just add in and matter and all. Your graduation from boot, your wedding day. Those are two that you never, ever, ever forget. I mean, but in order of specialty, the first is graduating boot. So, for all the new recruits out there, you may be put on the front lines of something that you can't see, you can't smell. It could kill you. It's not that deadly. We know that. That brings me to my next topic. Well, my next two topics. So, for all you hoarders, not preppers. Preppers I'll barter with. Hey man, I got some shine. Hey man, I got some ammo. Hey man, you know what? I'm good at shooting, I'm good at killing. By the way, you low on meat, I'm also good at hunting and I'm an archer. I'll bring you a whole deer for X or Y. You know what, Doc? I'll bring you a frickin' whole deer. You take care of my grandma. She's sick. You take care of Christine. She's sick. Take care of Mrs. Gunny. You know what? Take care of Ben. Take care of little Jake. Take care of the little Gunnies. I'll bring you food. But for you hoarders, I'm going to shoot it out, right? Silence of the night. You ain't going to see it. You ain't going to hear it. It's just going to right up in you. Nobody hears a sound. I take what I want and I leave. So, hoarders, that that is me saying, if you're a hoarder, you better beware because there are people just like me that are vets just like us. You better beware because while we barter with preppers, we've seen all the shit you've hauled in the past 2 weeks. We know you've been hoarding it. And when you're like, oh, I've been prepping, so I had all this. No, you weren't. So guess what? Joe Blow, 4 doors down, that's been a prepper all his life, that I could barter with, or you, it's coming for you, pal. Joe Blow's the last resort. Reason it's coming for you, you're a low life, scum sucking piece of crap. And therefore, you deserve to be taken out of society. And that ain't no threat. That's just saying, if it gets that bad, you ain't got enough ammo. You ain't got the, all my tactical shit, and look at my tactical maneuvers. You ain't got enough real, serious, hard balls on you. You're gonna fail. Because when your vets up the street go, Prepper Joe tells me this guy hoarded when it set on, I could deal with Prepper Joe. You know what? Screw it. Prepper Joe prepped for his family. He's great. I ain't bartering with him. I am going to take. And I'm going to take from you because you're a low-life, scum-sucking piece of crap. Yeah. What about the guy with terminal cancer? What about the 40-year-old that's got terminal cancer? He ain't going to live. You know, dang Skippy, you are 100% spot on. Because guess what? Hoarders, you got two options. Us soldiers are going to come. We will take from you. Or you can turn the corner right now. Turn the corner and start helping those most desperate in need. Look around you. Whether you live in an apartment, whether you live in a condo complex, whether you are nice and comfy like me in a house, there are neighbors all around you that are elderly, that are sick, that maybe got lupus or some other immune disease, that maybe are fighting cancer. They can't. They can't go, man. They can't do nothing. You got all that, and you don't need it all, because guess what? I've been going out at 2 a.m. Bet you didn't know this, dude. I've been going out at 2 a.m. every freaking morning since stuff started getting screwy a week and a half ago. The, just to get recon, you know, the supply chains for the stores are running spot on, normal, no lack. Well, why is everything bare? Because of dumb wads like you, dip wads like you, hoarding stuff are why it's bare. And it's all spoiling because you got no place to keep it. So knock your crap off. The supply lines are running great. Two, been following the supply lines that go to the hospitals around here. They're running double overtime. I have followed them. They're working 3, 4, 5 deposits a day. We're talking not just your standard 28 or 32-foot trailers. I've been seeing 36-foot trailers and double 32s. They're not allowed to pull double 32s. These are pulling double 32s of freaking all the medical supplies because they're trying hard to keep the hospitals in gear. So you hoarders that also wiped out Walgreens and places that had stuff to donate to the hospitals, bleep you. That's what I'm going to say because we're trying to keep this family friendly. Mom and Dad know what I just said. Bleep you hoarders. The supplies are working fine. But that said, there again, brings me to something that I think we should touch on, man. There's a company I've done business with. I got some of their products. Now, they're known for really cheap, crappy, single use, you got no money for a good craftsman or whatever kind of thing. Chicom tools. And that's Harbor Freight. Okay? Now, I've subscribed to their emails, because sometimes they have some good prices on stuff. One thing that came in my email inbox today, 7 a.m., bright and early. Signed. Now, mind you, it's digital rendition, but it's still signed by the guy who founded and is the president and CEO of Harbor Freight. Now, Harbor Freight carries stuff for all kinds of trades, right? Some of it's cheap and it's crap. Some of it's good. And some of it is real good and it's made here in America, right? So, Harbor Freight, they apologized for the inconvenience to their customers. But Harbor Freight has decided, and they're not getting paid, by the way, for doing this. They're donating, as of today, every N95 particulate mask that they have nationwide. Every 7 mil nitrile glove that they have nationwide in every size. Every 5 mil nitrile glove that they have in every size nationwide. We're talking, this is millions, if not approaching billions of dollars of inventory that they have for customers who are tradesmen, painters, that stuff. They're taking that away from them, despite their apology. They feel it important to give all of that to hospitals that have a 24-hour emergency room. So, I don't know about you, but good save. Quick reactions. That's what you get for trying to do too much shit at once. I don't know about you. Hey, I'm just spazzing like a tard. No. Exactly. I mean, when you feel about something, you just got to get the hands in it. I mean, you ever seen a gunny that just ripped a soldier and didn't have some hand motion in there? Exactly. I mean, you ever seen a DI in the Army on your side? You ever seen a DI in the Army? Friggin' never get some karate chop hand motion going and with the hat and everything. I mean, so therefore, that's why good reaction, because it kept it from falling. But yeah, getting animated here because I feel deeply about that. I got to say, I am proud of Harbor Freight because that is going to hurt their pocketbooks big. But at the same rate, rest assured, if they got something that fits the bill for the gunny, I'm going to give them my biz because I support a company that steps up. I ain't seen any other tool company step up and go, here's our particulate masks, here's our respirators, come and take them, free. Harbor Freight's the first and only that I have seen so far that has done that, man. Yeah, like stores and stuff. And I appreciate the grocery stores doing that and all, but tool stores are where it's at. Tool stores got nitrile gloves. Tool stores got the particulate masks. Tool stores got the freaking respirators. Man up. Follow Harbor Freight. You ain't getting credit, all y'all. You ain't gonna get credit if you do, as we're first here to do it, but take the hit. Ante down. When it gets serious, everybody steps up, everybody serves. There are 3 distilleries in Denver and 1 in Monument that they've converted at least 1 still. Nothing but pure alcohol that they ain't even checking to make sure it's safe to drink. Why is that? What do you think? What? Bam. Damn Skippy. So the reason they ain't checking it to make sure that it's methanol free and shit is because they don't care. Because it's going for one thing: hand sanitizer. Purell, the other big companies like that, they can't make it quick enough. Stills. Yeah, that's right. Oh, y'all, oh, I don't drink 'cause I'm Christian. Well, guess what? I'm a Christian too. And, oh, smells good, tastes good, but like Paul's letter to the Corinthians, don't take to excess. So, don't knock stills. And stills are stepping up to give us hand sanitizer. And they So what we're gonna do a Gunny special. I'm gonna be doing a sugar run here that's still wildly populated in the stores, thankfully. I'm gonna be getting a boatload of sugar, and we're gonna teach people how to sugar shine. We're not gonna teach them how to make it to drink. The reason being is because I really don't want the Fed knocking on my door because I'm breaking the law. But But at the same rate, I think that my knowledge of how to make the stuff you can drink, taking that will eliminate the how to tell when it's safe bit, that kind of stuff. We're just going to do here's how you ferment, here's how you run. Now you got hand sanitizer. That's what we're going to do. You know why? Each and every home, you can make it for yourself. But here's the thing, I don't think the ATF, if you set up a 40-gallon still and you're running it and you're mixing it with, whatever to kind of congeal it down some, more hand sanitizer consistency, somehow I don't think that they're going to be knocking on your doorstep when you're running it to the hospital. That ain't saying it's okay to sell. I'm saying if you want to make it on your own dime and you want to give it to the hospital, do it. Ain't a hospital in this nation right now, as bad as things are getting, that's going to turn it down. Hospitals that are priority one for stuff like hand sanitizer and all are having trouble getting what they need. Stills, actual licensed stills, like 360 Days of Shine up in Monument and some places up in Denver, some places, in Massachusetts and all, they're saying, all right, we're taking this still over here, our first still or whatever. And the batch that's going to run through this ain't going to be nothing but hand sanitizer. We ain't even checking it to see if it's okay to drink because it ain't going to be drinkable. When we get done mixing it with whatever we mix it with, it's going to be hand sanitizer. Let me tell you, Purell and there's a couple other big manufacturers. Maybe they may come to your mind, but you know what I'm saying, right? They're having trouble fitting. Yeah, I mean they're having trouble fitting the bill. But what I'm getting at, their stuff versus 170, 180 proof, even when you mix it with lotion or whatever. I'll take the still that cranked out 180 proof that ain't drinkable because that's going to kill germs way more than what the big brand names can do. Kudos to the still operators through and through. But see, that's why I get so freaking pissed off, man. I mean, I get like, my mind just freaking hurts and pisses me off because you know what? The Ain't no need to hoard nothing, because here in America, even the small man steps up and contributes to the battlefront when it's a war. This may not be no war, but I can guarantee you it's a battlefront. It's a battlefront against disease. And there are companies going, you know what, instead of running as much production alcohol, because we can get a lot more money now because people want their alcohol even more than ever. They're like, we're going to take a half. We're going to take a quarter. We're going to make it, and it's nothing but hand sanitizer. We're going to give it to the hospital, the sheriff, the police, the EMS. We're going to give it to all the first responders. Kudos to them. Just the same, you got Joe Blow. Runs a paint shop. You know what, man? I'm having trouble with biz right now. Come take my respirators. Come take my 95 masks, you know, that my finishers use when they're doing the clear coat, whatever. Come take it. I want you guys at the hospital, whatever, to have it. That right there is proof that we as Americans, when we're united, because we're the United States of America, we ain't the socialist republic of this guy over here, politician, or this kook over here, or whatever. We are the United States of America, no matter what you think. Right now, we united. Politics, guess what? If you're still doing that, you're the problem. Throw it out the door. You know what? Throw it out the door. Because we need to help each other. So what if your elderly neighbor 2 doors up has a Sanders socialist commie sign out front you don't like? You're young, you're healthy. Go check. Hey, Mr. Smith, I'm going to the store and I seen you've been sheltered in. Can I do something for you? Can I bring you back some stuff? You need anything? You need towels? You need some meat? You need some eggs? You need some toilet paper? Whatever. I'll bring it back. Keep you from going to the store. Do it. It doesn't mean you got to agree with their political crap. Just the same, I fly a rebel flag that got an AR on it that says come and take it because I'm pro-gun. I'm conservative. I just said, you got to pray to God. You know what? Maybe you don't believe in God. Maybe you don't believe in any of that. But guess what? Check on my grandmother, who does believe in that. Be united. I work. I am doing a critical job. Right now, I'm overloaded, man. I mean, I am overloaded. Okay? Apple shut all their stores. Their call center is down to pretty much the dumbest mofos around. Our 2 competitors in town are shut until further notice. There is no computer repair shop around, not even for Windows. We are now taking PCs in addition to Mac. We are now giving remote support to people on PC as well as Mac. And, you know, my quote, senior tech is just like, you know, his brains are all over the fucking ceiling. Edit that out. His brains are over the freaking ceiling. The freaking ceiling, you know, because he's like, what? Windows? It's like, dude, shut up. Figure it out. If not, you can't handle it. Put them on hold. We'll do it. Do you know how many calls I have taken this week of healthcare professionals working for the 4 major well, technically 2, because it's UC Health, which has like 4 or 5 here in town, and then there's St. Francis. But anyways, you know how many calls I've taken that we've done remote support and stuff, getting them online, that 3/4 were Mac, their home computer Mac, and they're going into the Windows environment there in the hospital, and then some were PC. $250 a day. A day. That that is just total. That is total. And I mean, that gives you an idea, because like their techs, their CAT scan techs and all. Well, their techs ain't techs; they're doctors. But the hospital calls them techs because they're not like practicing medicine. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they're still a tech in the sense of the fact that even though they're a doctor, they have one specific function, which is, you know, look at CAT scan X of Joe Blow or whatever, right? These are essential personnel. We're not talking like nurse JoJo that, talks to people that they're considering going through a sexual change from one gender to another. We're talking, these are essential. These are people that you, me, your mom, your dad, my grandma, we can't live without. Any one of us could need an X-ray tech or CAT scan. I mean, we could need a doctor. The number of doctors that are doing telemedicine that I have helped is freaking off the charts. I mean, we're talking like way off the charts, man. But yeah, 250 calls a day of independent doctors, doctors for the big hospitals, stuff like that. I mean, we're swamped. We are 3 people in the tech department. We are 3 people, and we are trying to make it happen. I mean, literally. We're trying to make it work. There's my charge cord. So right now, Christine was flipping out today. Homeless is like, all businesses that are non-essential need to reduce staff by 50%, blah, 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 blah. She's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, they ain't shutting us down. When they shut down every business but non-essential, we're still open. We're still open because we're running half to 3/4 of the doctors, the oral surgeons, and everything in Colorado Springs that are on Mac, as well as currently supporting half to 3/4 that are on Windows, that the people that support them shut down with no plan of telecommute. So we're talking like my Gunny server downstairs. This is why we're doing the conference where we are. My server downstairs is like going ape crap. I mean, the fans like just as fast and hard as you can imagine, man. I mean, because what the server's doing and other computers in the house that you don't see, that I got set up helping people doing scans, scanning their stuff for viruses or whatever. It's like, normally the server downstairs would be like, just kind of a dull hum, right? But right now, it's like, picture freaking bees on steroids. Picture, here we go. Picture the sound bees make in a hive, right? Picture if you gave those bees PCP or cocaine. That is what the Gunny server sounds like right now, because I'm even working on my days off. I ain't even getting paid for it because I don't want to, because I just want to help these people out. And my server is overloaded. I mean, my server, not just what you and I access. I got a secondary server that you don't even tie into that's for work. I mean, they're like, I had to kick the fans on the servers up full bore. The cooling fans, the emergency cooling fans on the cabinet have been running since Friday of last week. That's how bad it's got. In addition to the cabinet fans. You know, I've got friggin' 2 PCs custom built up and running that right now I'm doing all kinds of crap. Thankfully it's automated for right now, but for several doctors' offices that are critical to this city. Their guys just whatever, we're not in. We're afraid of a virus. Because they thought they're non-essential or some stupid crap. You know, and it's like, I'm doing stuff that they're probably getting paid for that I'm doing just because I want to keep these people running because they're critical. So that's my next point. Everybody can chip in. Vets, guess what? Right now, everybody is hurting. They need all the help they can get for first responders. If you are a freaking vet and you can help, do it. How am I going to help? What I got to do, Gunny? Huh? I can't help. I'm in motor pool. Did you keep the Humvees rolling? Yeah. Did you keep them rolling when they were shot full of holes? Oh, yeah. Did you freaking fix them and keep them running after they got blown up? Oh, yeah. Get your butt down to your freaking local ambulance company or down to your freaking local police and go, hey, I used to do this for the military. Everybody's hurting. Can I help? You know what? Yeah, volunteer fire is a great example. Volunteer fire is a perfect example. And you know what? You're thinking, oh, they're going to turn me away? That police department, ambulance, or even the volunteer fire. I guarantee you there ain't a one of them right now because they've got a lot of their staff maybe in isolation just out of concern, whatever. They're going to go, dude, we'd love to have you. Welcome aboard. They may not be able to pay you, but you ain't doing it for pay. You're doing it for your country. Let me remind you something. You took an oath. Protect America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. This is both foreign, because it originated foreign, and it's now domestic. And just because you got out doesn't mean you're free and clear. Just because you got out doesn't mean you ain't someone's battle buddy. We support each other is how we stamp out 22 a day. Well, now for some of you that are sitting there teetering on the edge, like, who cares? What can I do? Now's your chance to shine, brother or sister. Don't be afraid. Don't be sitting there thinking it's time to die. Time to die is when it's time to die, and that's in God's hands. But right now, ain't time to die. Right now, your skills in the military are needed more than ever. You were an MP in the military, most hated sucker. Well, guess what? Maybe your whole city's on lockdown. You call them, show up, whatever you got to do to the police department. Hey, man, here's my papers. This is what I did for the military. You guys are trying to keep the streets locked down, whatever. I'm here. They need you. You know how to handle yourself as a police officer that regular police don't. You know why? I got 4 years of college. Ooh, criminal justice. Woo. Not to say I'm knocking all officers, but a lot of the young cops are overwhelmed right now. They don't know how to handle themselves. And I think you would agree, a lot of the really young cops that they just got out of college, just finished with the academy, they're getting thrust into this. They don't know what to do. their heads are like, they're trying to do the best they can. Yeah, they're trying to do the best they can, and yet it's like poof, they just can't because they can't even get the training they need. They're so desperately needed. That's where having someone step up and go, you know what? I thought I was done with this. I ain't. I'm needed. Here I am. You could even help those young rookies that they're not even going to serve in the jails like all departments typically do. They're just getting thrown out on the streets. We need you that bad. You could be a mentor. You worked Iraq, Afghanistan, multiple tours, whatever. You could be a mentor for these youngins that are getting thrust into this. This is their Iraq or Afghanistan. Yeah, they ain't getting shot at or blown up like what you dealt with, but it's still pretty bad. They could do with someone like you. So vets, step up. I don't care if you was an MP back in the 60s and 70s in Nam. Step your butt up. You still need it. Suck it up. You, yeah, yeah, and for them, their idea of controlling environment is by force. Grab their gun, whatever, by force. And as military, sometimes you don't need your firearm to control it. Sometimes that all you need is a commanding voice. That commanding voice when you go, hey, at a guy hitting his wife versus when you draw down. Okay, you draw down, great. You got his attention. Oh, you got his attention, but now you may have to shoot him because now he's still angry. He's coming at you. Being able to hand on the pistol, holstered, hey, use a commanding voice, and he stops and he looks and he realizes I've been beating my wife with my bare hands. This guy's got a hand on a gun and he sounds like he means some business. That's what these young officers getting thrust. They don't get that. This is where our vets that were MPs, you may have been hated in the military. Guess what, brothers and sisters? You about to be loved so much people will come up and give you a big, wet, sloppy kiss if you just volunteer your time. Whether you're volunteering your time at the police station, at a freaking mobile testing site, whatever, helping keep the peace, kind of thing, volunteer your time. Quit feeling sorry for yourself. Quit thinking you need to die. Volunteer your time. You were thinking bad thoughts, suicidal thoughts, a lot of you, because you didn't feel no use. Well, guess what? Now the civilian world needs you. So don't quit feeling sorry. Don't keep feeling sorry. Step up. You felt sorry. Now this hit. This is your time to shine. This is your time as a veteran to shine. Whether you were a doctor, a nurse, a medic, you're needed in the medical field. Step up, volunteer. Hey, I'm here, guys. I don't know what I can do. Tell me what hospital, tell me what volunteer fire, tell me what actual fire, tell me where to go. I'll do it. This is your time to shine, brothers and sisters of the armed forces who just got out. Heck yeah. Yes, because you guys supply. You guys in supply totally know how to get stuff done and done efficiently, done quickly, done rapidly, and done without emotion. Y'all can do that. And oh, They need 50 over here. They need 100 over here. They need 10,000 over here. Boom. And just, it's like your brains are wired for numbers. You're like, psh, psh, psh. I mean, my brain is wired for long distance. You done. But supply, you guys are like, pooh, 50, 100, blah, 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 blah. For X unit, X unit, X unit. And you're just like, bam, 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 like little robots. And that, anybody disses on that, guess what? You jackwagon. Because when I've been out there, when I needed my stuff, when I had it coming in, it was real. When we needed more, supply got it to us. And guess what? Supply was who brought it to us. They got sometimes in as much of a firefight as we did. And yeah, they sit behind a billing processing numbers. Yeah, normally. But if it got to go out the field, it got to go out the field. And they just hunker down. They did it. And they did it without emotion. Sure, they were scared inside, but outside they were soldiers through and through. So supply guys, especially the supply guys, could be such a huge help at the hospitals and the fire departments. Those two are hurting the worst for supply guys right now. But yeah, essentially a don't ask how we got it, we just got it. It's exactly. It's a you don't ask, but we got it somehow. That's all that matters. You wanted a starter for your vehicle. Don't ask how we got it. Doesn't matter. The Blackwater guys over there can't start theirs. We That must just be a coinkydink because we definitely didn't get our starter from that vehicle, even though it was the same make and model. It must have died. It must have died overnight. Who knows? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But no, totally. I mean, right now, this is a time when they're saying we need doctors, nurses, blah blah. No, you don't. You don't. We got a boatload of doctors, nurses, medics that have just come back home from all they've ever known for the past decade, decade and a half has been war. War in Afghanistan, war in Iraq. Just war. And a lot of them right now sitting at home, feeling sorry for themselves, maybe suicidal, whatever, because society don't need me. My message to them, you are needed here, now. We need you. Step up. Doctors, nurses, medics, yes, you medics, step up. As paramedics can't ride the buses, sorry, the ambulances for all you civvies. We call them buses, but same thing. As they can't ride it because maybe they're self isolation, maybe they're feeling bad, and they're trying to make sure that they're not, infected, whatever, right? People still got to ride those buses. You know how to ride that bus and work in a biological warfare environment. And this is biological warfare, whether intentionally directed or not. This is bio warfare. You know how to operate in it. You're needed. Medics, yeah, you're needed too. So doctors, nurses, medics, get your butts down there and volunteer. Guess what? General infantry. Get your butts down there and volunteer. You can take mouth swabs. You ain't got to be a medical professional. You know how to put on freaking full bio gear. You know how to wipe down your gas mask. You know how to wipe down. You know how to sanitize. You know how to unfreaking doff your mask, your gloves, your everything. Get down there, volunteer. They might actually tell you, guess what? To your surprise, you know what? Yeah, Joe Blow, we need you. I don't care you were regular grunt, PFC, whatever. Dude, I need you. I need you. So what I think, now mind you, I'm not a doctor, but this is based off of having been shelled with anthrax from mortars that were filled with anthrax and all. Now, mind you, no one got infected, but I'm just kind of how that could have went if we didn't know what we were getting hit with, kind of thing. What I see in the next 5 to 6 weeks, it's a long term. I think that it's not gonna spike like we think. I think it's going to be a slow spike because people are now getting on board with we got to wash our hands. We got to shower every day. We got to wash our hair every day. We got to keep clean. We got to do all these things. We got to clean our house every day, all that stuff, right? And I think it's just going to ride level for 3 or 4 weeks. And as the warmer weather hits us, I think, and this is this is also through much prayer, you know, that I kind of feel hit on my heart. It's going to start to slowly go down. And then maybe 8 weeks out, when we start getting our real hot weather, instead of slowly going down, it's going to do this just sudden. And it's done. It's done. It just is done. It's a good question. Um, what we're seeing in it, it looks a lot like MERS and a lot like SARS. Both of those, they died off. They came back in colder weather, but same as they was when they first emerged. No mutations. They died off the next year in hot weather and never heard of again. I mean, you still get a few oddball cases here and there, but essentially it's dead. It's gone. I am not closely connected enough with the guys at AMRID and CDC to know, if it has shown mutation probability. But based off of research coming out of some of our European counterparts that are allies, like France, like Italy, like the UK, it doesn't seem to be mutating, even in their labs. Seems to be pretty steady. So that said, I think, yeah, there might be a possibility that it may maybe come back in, in the wintertime. But yeah, no, I think if it does, it'll be more like a flu pandemic at that point, where it's just a slow little curve all winter, hits right here, right about spring, and then summer just goes. And then I think that'll be your last resurgence you ever see. Yeah, and like I said, I'm definitely no doctor, and I'm no epidemiologist, so they might be able to answer it better than I can, but just based off the stuff I've been reading up that's coming out of Europe, which has been hit harder and longer before it finally spanned the globe here, I'm just thinking, you know, I think that it's going to be a maybe resurges this fall very slowly, very mildly, like a flu. And then I think next summer, if that were to happen, this is all if, this is speculative. So for all you people at home, please calm down. This is speculative, but I think it'll just tank the following summer and you never hear of it again. It'll be just a page in a history book somewhere. That's honestly where I see this going is, I see this going as it might resurge, but if it does, not for long, not bad, and it'll get stamped out. So here's for the economy. Here's what I think. One of the things I've noticed with the stock market in my many years, every time there's an election year, depending on the incumbent, it either stays steady and goes up in a crisis because the stock market is biased. I'm not going to say which way. We're not going that route. But what I'm saying is stay. Or for certain incumbents of differing views, the stock market in the face of a crisis goes down for seemingly no reason. And what I think it's going to go down. It's going to keep going down some. And I think what you're going to see at the end, it's going to try to force itself down. And here's what's going to happen trying to force itself down to hurt incumbent. So, and here, left hand here is society. Here's stock market. It will, I can make a depression. The people that control the bulk of the stock, right? Except they're here, they're trying to force it down here. They're here, society goes, screw you, and it just takes off like a rocket. I think that what we'll see, it'll initially look bleak, but I think it's going to take off like a rocket. I mean, just poof, you know? Well, and it's always interesting to see. I watched it at 9/11. I watched when the stocks hit depression point and the market was shut down for several weeks. I remember watching the planes crash into the towers. I remember watching the towers go down. I remember as I watched the second tower go down that they were building, additional cell phone towers on top. So there were welders and stuff. I remember hoping my stepbrother, even though I didn't have a real connection with him, hoping that he was okay, kind of thing. I remember a couple weeks after, as they were starting to sift through more and more of the rubble, my dad calling me saying, "Yeah, your oldest stepbrother is dead." But from some of the people that lived And that bleak time gave hope because they recounted how these welders ran down when the building was hit, and one jumped over the missing portion of steps and then ran back up as far as he could, and another one got as low as he could, and they would physically hand them over the missing portion so that those people could run down the steps. That's heroics. And at the same time, you wouldn't have thought stuff like that was happening because you were watching the stocks go like this. That same thing is happening right now. Heroics. Every day, all around the nation. Doctors studying this, treating people, helping them live. That same kind of heroics is still going on. And yet you see stocks trying to do this. Heroics, and the American population are going to go, heck with you, and it's going to spike right back up. Now, it might take us a few years to get back to the level we were before this hit, no doubt. But I think that, we're going to get back to normalcy. We're stock market too. We're going to get back to normal. But one good thing that I think is going to ride out, and I want every American to hear this and know this, is because Iran and Russia, who've both been hit hard by this, are trying to keep their economies afloat. They're blowing oil out at freaking blowout sub-$0 prices. I mean, they're practically paying us to take it. Not quite, but I mean, you get my point. I mean, is that cheap? Your gas is going to be cheap. So now is the best time for you to stay away from everybody. Pick a place that's camping style, but not a huge camping location. Pick something way the heck, it ain't even a national park, man. You're just out in the woods. Who knows where? Pick that. Drive there with your family. Your family's going to thank you. You're going to help your family because you're going to make them forget all the problems. You're going to be healthy. You're going to be safe because you're way away from everything. You're camping out in the middle of boondock Egypt. Exactly. I mean, fresh air, maybe a river or a lake or something, and nobody around you, so it's just family time. You can nurture your wife, you can nurture your kids, and the best part is it's going to be dirt cheap to get there because gas is going to be dirt cheap, so take advantage now while you can. It's also going to be advantageous because a lot of national parks are not charging anything to get in because they're wanting to show, despite the virus, we're here. Now, keep in mind, folks, a lot of national parks have closed the rest stops that you would use while camping due to health concerns. But guess what? A little Porta-John toilet don't cost but about $80 or less. So you can still have a great time, still be sanitary, get out there, enjoy the air, enjoy being in the quiet, enjoy just the sound of your family and the wind blowing through the trees, because that's how you reconnect, one, as a family, and two, that's how, at the end of the day, After the kids been playing hard and all, and you're cooking up the hot dogs on the grill or the burgers or whatever, and you're all gathered around and you're eating it, and it just tastes so good. It's because of that fresh air. Because we know a good chunk of our sensory taste comes from smell. 90% of our taste comes from smell as humans. When you got that fresh air, it tastes so good. Why didn't it taste that way at home? Because you got the fresh air you didn't have at home. And you got a chance, little Johnny, little Susie, your wife, they all just forget about it. They forget about it. And not just they forget about it, but it's good because it gives you a chance to see what your family can weather naturally if you had to. When you go back home, if you found it was that bad you couldn't get home, or it was that bad that you got home and a few days later you're busting a roadblock of police cars just to get out because it's that bad. You know what your family can handle. Camping is great for so many reasons. It heals the soul, fresh air, and it lets you know what you can handle without the amenities and the comforts. But it also reminds you to appreciate those same amenities and comforts. So get out there and camp. Yeah, go for it, man. So I think that extends even more. I think you need to be supporting your local small mom and pop restaurants. Here, they're closed. You can't go out to eat no more. You can't even eat on the sidewalk no more. But they're still open for takeout. You can either show up, look at the menu with somebody outside where it's fresh air, all that, minimizing potential risk of transmission. You go sit in your car, they cook it, they bring it out, they set it down on a table, you pick it up, put it in your car, go home and eat it. Or if it's a place you've been to enough that you know the menu, you can call that small mom and popper and you can tell them I want X off the menu, X off the menu, X off the menu. They'll have it ready when you get there. They'll say, give us 30 minutes, whatever. You get there. When you get there, they know it's your car because either you describe it or some of them are using geotagging with a special app that they've made. And they just bring it out, sit it on the table. They walk inside. You get out your car. You go pick it up. You get in your car. That is critical to those mom and pops. And the fact that they're embracing technology to try to help keep themselves open while catering to your needs, keeping their staff safe and employed. Employed is the big word there, is huge. So, I don't know if you know, but yesterday was Friday. Was Friday. Hang on, let me see here. So Friday was the 20th. That was Christine and I's 4-year anniversary. Well, took her out to dinner, right? Except I didn't. I can't. Nobody's open. No bars, no nothing. And she didn't come down here because she was dealing with the boys and also partially not feeling well, too, you know. But what I will say is so this Wednesday, she's going to come down here. I work. I ain't got time to cook for her. I'm going to support my favorite local Italian restaurant. It ain't a chain, and they're offering takeout. And we know the menu, and they have the menu posted online. And we're going, no doubts, to order from the menu. I will drive. I'll pick it up. You know, she can be all dressed nice and pretty if she wants, whatever. I will get out the car, walk up, pick it up off the table, put it in the car, we leave. Because it's already paid for via credit card online, you know? And that is going to be my way of supporting that business in this time. Because I don't think I'm going to catch nothing from the staff that cook my meal. Because these are businesses that are encouraging employees to stay home, that are paying employees to stay home. But at the same time, to make these employees feel like their employer is going to be there for them even after they get back if they were to get sick. The only way to do that is if they see a steady stream of regular customers doing business. Same thing with the grocery stores, like Bargain Mart out here. Okay, they've done a lot of stuff right. Okay, one-way aisles. You can only go one way in the aisles now. That is to prevent people from passing. So this guy exhaling and this guy inhaling, this guy may be sick, this guy may be healthy. Now he's inhaled, but because they're all going one way, you're good. Now, mind you, that's not a complete reduce of risk, but I mean, that's just a sample, you know. In addition, elderly shopping hours. In addition, you know, limiting supplies they're getting in, like toilet paper and paper towels and hand sanitizer to X amount per customer. They are doing everything right. And they're kind of a little, I mean, I know they're nationwide, but they're not like Dollar Tree or something. They're technically still mom and pop-ish, you know. So 24 hour, which you know I work out at because I keep weird hours anyway, is closed until initially it said closed for the month. The updated email at the end of that day 2 weeks ago was closed until further notice. Now they offer for, you know, discounted rates in addition to your membership. Bleep you 24. You closed your gyms. You still charge me a membership. And you're saying, oh, online training or online this or whatever, discounted rates. Up you. And I hope somebody hashtags 24 where they see this video because they're a damn disgrace. That's just a way to squeeze more pennies just for a little less pennies. So I love what my trainer does. I'm not going to mention her by name because if 24 Hour figured out who my trainer was, they might fire her when they open back up. But what she's been doing for all of her regular routine clients She's been sending text messages to check in on them. How you doing? These are my challenges for the month. And then in addition, she will give you a personalized meal plan if you need it, and personalized workout plan for what you have at home, that kind of stuff. And she's even posted a couple of personalized workout videos outside of their for a discounted rate, just on her own thing. Kudos to her. She knows who she is, and her husband who helps her, he knows who he is. Okay. Kudos to them. Love them. 24, you're a disgrace. Charge me a membership I can't use. I can kind of get needing to sanitize for a couple weeks. Not a whole month, but I get trying to keep staff safe. Okay. What I don't get is you making me try to feel rosy good and feel like the crap smells like roses by saying we're giving you a discounted rate on this and less meals and all this. Bleep you. You should be giving that to me for free because you closed your shit down. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and I wouldn't mind paying membership dues if the stuff that they're saying, we're giving it a discount, they were actually giving free. To me, that should be free. Not just 24-hour, any big nationwide gym should be doing that. You shut your doors, your members, you still dinging them. It should be free. The stuff you would normally charge for, don't try to make them feel rosy by, hey, it's a discount, blah, blah. Do it for free. Because technically, it ain't for free because you already billed them for the membership they ain't using. So suck it up, buttercup. Suck it up, buttercup, there at 24. You should be ashamed. And guess what? You think you're all healthy. You think you're all that. I'd love for your little CEO butt to get out here. Hang with the Gunny. I guarantee you, I will make you drop. On a trail, I will make you drop. Because you ain't as in shape as you think you are, and you may be sitting here in this lighting in my secluded little place in my home thinking, he out of shape. He, guess what? I will run circles around your little punk butt. Period. Straight up. Yeah, I got a few closing remarks. So my first closing remark is as follows. All you people that have hoarded crap, stop it. Start giving it to people in need. Little Grandma Smith up the block can't get no toilet paper. Go freaking give her some. You got enough to last you for the next 9 million years, mother humper. Paper towels, Clorox wipes. You hoarded it. It is going to dry out and go bad, the Clorox wipes. The paper towels, dude, help your neighbors out. And I don't mean sell it to them. I don't mean sell it to them at a discount. Exactly. Give it freaking to them. You hoarded it, but I'm losing money now. Well, maybe you shouldn't have hoarded it. Give it to them. You might actually feel good about yourself at the end of the day, sucker. Number 2, closing remark. All my brothers and sisters in arms that are retired, that have gotten out, whether it's medical or whatever, You, right now, maybe over the years, have struggled with your identity because all you knew for the longest was the military. You ate it, you slept it, you lived it. You got out and your life has fallen to crap and you feel like you got no meaning. You do have meaning. Your meaning is here. It is now. This epidemic is for you. You trained for this stuff. This is for you. Step up, brothers and sisters, in arms. You ain't going off to fight a war. You're stepping up saying, I'm ready and willing to serve. I was a doctor. I was a nurse. I was a medic in the military. Tell me where to go, what I can do. I was a firefighter in the military. Tell me what department needs me because they're short-handed because some of their guys are self-quarantined, whatever. I'll come show up. I was a freaking MP. Tell me which police department or constabulary needs me. I'll show up. I'll freaking show up. I got my stuff. I'm ready to rock. You ain't even got to supply me nothing. I got my duty belt. I'm good. We're good. This time for you, where you guys have felt there's no place for you, brothers and sisters of the military that are out. This time is for you. This time is now. Step up. America's asking doctors, nurses, blah, blah, blah. They don't need that. They need to be calling on you. What's a doctor know about working in a biological warfare environment versus a military doctor who has worked in said environment? No offense to the doctors, but I'm going to put my odds over here in this basket with the military doctor. Boom. That's my bring home for all my brothers and sisters. We're all stepping up. Right here at the Gunny corner, we're stepping up. We're checking on our elderlies. They need something. We're strong. We're healthy. We will go out. We will get it for them. We will sanitize it before we even leave it on the doorstep so it's already clean. And then we will back away. They can pull it inside, whatever. Or we'll take it inside, sanitize it. We'll step outside, sanitize ourselves. We are willing to protect our neighbors. But we're also willing to step up. We ain't fighting no war, but you ask me to put on a freaking uniform again, you better damn well believe. Kids, mark my words, you better believe I will put that uniform back on for peacekeeping. I will put that uniform back on and use my medical knowledge, even though it's limited, to go out and to help bring infected patients to the hospital so they can get treatment because everybody else is too scared to work there. The Gunny will do that. Here at Gunny Corner, we ain't afraid of that. We will do that, mark our words. We're solemn to that. Our community needs us, we'll step up. Third remark, people, quit freaking panicking. You panicked over MERS. Oh, it was gone in 2 months. You panicked over SARS. Oh, it was gone in 6 months. You panicked over swine flu. You panicked over bird flu. Now you're panicking over this. And you're hoarding. What's hoarding toilet paper do? Huh? What's it do? Because guess what? Crapping ain't one of the symptoms. So hoarding it ain't doing you no good, or any of the other sanitary supplies. You're just hurting your neighbor you could be helping. Number 2, quit panicking because guess what? We've been through the Great Depression, World War II, 9/11 in Vietnam, MERS, SARS, bird flu, swine flu, some of the nastiest flu XYZ 19 blah blah blahs that have ever come out. Oh, it's always the death. There's a run on stuff. Quit doing that. Use some freaking common sense. And you guys hoarding ammo, be freaking ashamed. Be a freaking shamed. We got a limited supply of ammo in at work. Yeah, wait, you just said you work on computer. We got two businesses. I work both of them. Thank you. Because, hey, being in the military and knowing a thing or two about guns pays off in a gun store, which happens to be the other business. Whew, computers and guns. Damn, I feel great when I go to work. But the number of women that were calling looking for 9mm or 9mm guns, trying to protect themselves and their children, single mothers, okay? Phenomenal. We got three 9mm guns, 2,000 rounds of 9mm. Gone. Like that. And a lot of it went to women just trying to protect themselves and their families. Single moms that are scared that I ain't got much, but what I do have, somebody may try and come and take. The rest of you caused their issue because you snatched it. Oh, well, why are you dogging on me just because I got $100,000 and I spent $5,000 on 9mm? Because you're a low-life, scum-sucking piece of crap that you bought everything your gun store had. When Mama Joe over there, who's trying to take care of her two kids, could have used that 9mm. When Papa Smith over there, trying to look after his wife and his kids and himself, could have used that 40 or 45. When JoJo down the street, who's a policeman, could have used 40 cal for his gun, for his service gun, of all things. Can't get it. Y'all be ashamed. Be freaking ashamed. I hate, I repeat, hate. And these are words that you know I don't use lately. I hate every one of you freaking piece of trash Americans out there that hoarded toilet paper or paper towels or Clorox wipes or masks that hospitals could be using or gloves. I hate every one of you with every fiber of my being that has hoarded every ounce of ammo. The desperate mothers who bought their first gun just desperately hoping to protect their children. I hate you, and I hope you get what's coming to you. The thing you gonna bang bang protect yourself against, you can't see, and as far as I'm concerned, I hope it hits you, because you are scum-sucking dogs. That's what I gotta say. I hate every one of you hoarders. You've made it harder on your neighbors, on your elderly, and you don't care. You are pieces of crap. You deserve what you got coming. And guess what? I ain't going to pronounce what you got coming. You know why? Because God got a lot more creative mind than I do. Just remember, I ain't God. And God is a hell of a lot more creative than the Gunny is. So, I hope you all get what you got coming. Every one of you that has hoarded meat, that has hoarded eggs, that has hoarded milk, that average hardworking families that live paycheck to paycheck every week or every 2 weeks depend on, you've hoarded it up and it's now souring and spoiling in your fridges. I hate you. I literally hate you. Exactly. And you can't use it. you know. And for every one of you that has hoarded meat that ain't got freezers, deep freezers and stuff to keep it preserved, you're just wasting it. I hate, literally hate. I hate to that point. I could do you in. I hate you that much because you are hurting your people around you that are neighbors, that are the very people that may clean your teeth or that may check your temperature when you go into the doctor's office. You're hurting them. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or what about Grandpa Smith? Oh, well, what about him? He's 80. Well, Grandpa Smith, who's 80, who worked for the wastewater treatment division, the grid just went down because of this. Not saying it will, but hypothetical, right? You know anything about sewage? It's backing up in your home. You know that much. You know how to get it freaking working again? Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't. Grandpa Smith starved to death and died because you're hoarding a meat. He freaking died because of your hoarding of toilet paper, whatever. Grandpa Smith, had he been alive, you could have went to him and yeah, as far as how you sanitize the water before you pump it into the stream may have changed over the years. Keeping the water flowing through the sanitary pipes ain't. It's the same. And he could have helped you. He could have went with you and told you, do this, do this, do this, do this. You could have done all that, even though it would have been a hard lot of work. You could have got the frickin' sanitation grid up and running. Your hoarding killed Grandpa Smith, and he was your best bet. So, hoarders of ammo, hoarders of stuff needed, sanitizers, cleaning products, toilet paper, paper towels, all that stuff. I hate you. Literally hate you. Believe me, when I say I hate you, I would drive by and watch your children die because of you. If I knew you were one of those hoarders, you don't think I could watch your children die? You think I ain't capped a kid on a battlefield? I would drive by and watch all y'all die because you hurt those around you. I am ashamed of every American that is doing that crap. This is not Soviet Russia. Stop acting selfishly. Millennials, you're a prime example. The governor had to shut down the beaches by force because, oh, I'm selfish. I'm going to have my spring break anyway, despite blah, blah, blah. Screw you. You know what? Your spring break ain't that important. Stay the freak home or figure something else out. Hell with you. So, quit being selfish. Start helping your neighbor. And if you've hoarded, you better be giving that to your neighbor. I hope everybody sees this. Everybody in America sees this because you start acting like Americans. In America, we help each other out. In America, we don't care if you're a Democrat over there and I'm a Republican here or whatever. Politics don't come into play when the stuff gets real. Okay, stuff has got real. Kids, listen to me. When the stuff gets real, like it is right now, you help each other, whether you like them or not. Little Johnny, you don't like little Susie because, oh, her bike or whatever. You help her anyway. That's the American thing to do right now. Little Susie, you don't like little JoJo over here because he always makes fun of your hair, whatever. Doesn't matter. Help him. Adult Americans, adults, stop it. Stop being morons. This will pass. I promise you, this is going to pass. MERS passed. SARS passed. Nobody, oh, it's never going to pass. Bullcrap. It's going to pass. Common sense will help stamp it out, but it will pass ultimately because they will find a cure just like they did with the other two. By the way, MERS and SARS, just to highlight, coronaviruses. We found cures. We're going to find a cure for this one. In the meantime, while they're working on it, wash your hands, folks. Wash your hands. Shower every day. Do your hair. You know what? You notice Gunny went slick back because I don't have to wash my hair. When I'm washing my body, I hit it with the soap. Just like I did in the field. Okay, hit it with the soap. Everything stays nice and clean. Sanitization. Keep yourself clean. Shower daily. Wash your hair. Wash your beards. Freaking wash your hands. Stuff like that helps stop it. This is not as bad as they're making it. And when I hear the media say Spanish flu, oh, it's worse than the Spanish flu. The heck it is. Spanish flu killed way more people way faster before anybody ever even knew what to call it. Sanitation, their idea of sanitation was if they fell off the horse in the creek. You know? I mean, So here's what I got to say. My fourth and final point. Britain is putting us to shame. In the sense of they're keeping strong, they're supporting each other, they're helping the elderly, everything like that. They are doing everything we should be doing here in America, but we're too self-centered. You want a good example? Go look at Brendan Kavanaugh, his YouTube channel. He does boogie woogie piano. I mean, he's like amazing. He's been doing a lot of live stream stuff. Maybe you should put a link to him when we post this. Because he is just awesome. And he's been doing stuff even from his home, from the backyard of his home, you know, to keep people's spirits bright. His buddy, Terry Miles, who's also another huge, well-known piano guru that does everything from gospel to boogie gospel to you name it. Okay, same thing. Even though they're locked down, they're keeping a stiff upper lip and they're performing from their freaking living rooms. I'm guessing their living rooms. I don't know, but wherever their piano is, doesn't matter. In their home to keep people's spirits bright. Why the heck can't we do that here in America? Are we such low-life, scum-sucking dogs? We can't do that for our own people? We got talented musicians. I ain't talking Cyrus this or whoever the heck rap star that. I'm talking, we got Joe Blow that's amazing on harmonica. We got Sally Smith over 2 doors down that could frickin' rock a keyboard for days, whether it's a piano, electronic, doesn't matter. She can rock it. Any style you want. We got that same stuff here in America, and we ain't doing it. Oh, well, the pop stars are. Because the pop stars are the same ones that hoarded stuff. You and let it fall on you. As you sing, as like the rest of Hollywood. Imagine while homeless suffer. I'm with the Larry the Cable Guy. Homeless in San Francisco are suffering, and you're singing, Imagine. Be ashamed. Come on, man. My fourth point is, come on. We're Americans. The Brits are putting us to shame because the Brits, they're staying strong. They're staying one. They're staying united. We should be doing the same thing. And instead, we're acting like selfish little brats. Quit acting like selfish little brats. Now is the time to band together. Put your politics aside. By the way, Hollywood, novel idea. This here, you never use it because you either open your legs or you get a... And that's all you care about. This here, use it. It's called a brain. A brain. How about you quit being the problem and start being a solution to the problem? Start doing stuff from home, like Brendan Kavanaugh, otherwise known as Dr. K, because he has a doctorate in music and the man can rock. Start doing something from your home, like Terry Miles. Again, amazing musician. Well, I act. So you can't act something in your kitchen, in your living room? Seriously. What I'm getting at is, how can you not act with your husband, with your kids? You could put on your own skit right there in your own home. You don't even, it could be whatever you make up in your mind. If you're a real actor harnesses up here, the whole thing from here all the way back here, the whole brain, they harness it all. And that's what makes them good. Everybody in Hollywood right now, even you, Schwarzenegger, is crap. You ain't being original. Come on, man. I would have at least expected the Army to be able to do something, act out something, even if it's a reenactment of old Terminator scenes. Do something to help people who can't get out. And just know that while you're there and you're thinking peace eyes like that, there's guys like me technically putting ourselves on the front line to fix computers desperately needed, not just by people trying to work at home, trying to do, online schooling, doctors, nurses that are working from home, tapping into the hospital from home, and their computers are down. We are doing it. Everybody else, they shut doors. They're afraid. We ain't afraid. We're doing our part. We're fixing stuff. Putting ourselves on the front line, and all y'all hoarding ought to be ashamed, because you should be putting yourself on the front line too, helping your neighbors out. Hey, I got a year's worth. I can't use this. Let me give it away. Hey, I got 9 months worth of meat. It won't even fit halfway in my fridge. Let me give it away. Boom. Call you out, hoarders. Hollywood, music artists. Oh, well, I'm doing a live stream this. Jog on. It's your same canned stuff I could walk into Best Buy and buy on CD. How about you put your mind to use? How about you do something original? Stars, how about you act? Act with your families, with your wives, your kids. Show us you're human and have families and act. Do what you do and act. You don't need a script to act. You can make the script. Do something like that to help America. We need to be more like Britain in the sense of, let's band together, let's cast, I think this way politically, aside, and realize Just like in Britain, they realize we're all British. Okay. Here in America, right now, we need to be realizing we're all American. This side, we're all, at the end of the day, American. Start acting like it. Stop hoarding. Stop fighting. Stop throwing crap at each other in the supermarket just because somebody got the last little bit of meat or whatever. Ranchers are still ranching. Hog farmers are still farming, etc. You got all the hoarders to thank. By the way, their eggs are going to be just sour and all that by the time they go to use them. So tough on them, but stop acting like kids. Somebody gets the last bit of meat. Hey, yo, man. You gonna eat all that? No, no. Well, maybe. Well, no, it's just me and my husband. Hey, I see that's corned beef. I got a cabbage. How about we go up front? When you pay for that, I'll pay for half the corned beef. I'll give you half my money. I'll take half. I'll give you half my cabbage. How's that sound? I mean, is that so hard, people? Come on. Seriously. The Gunny says, pull your heads out your butts, because even new recruits act better than this. This is a disgrace. All you civvies watching, learning the term battle buddy, you ain't knowing battle buddy because you're a disgrace. But I'm prepped, blah, blah. I don't give two craps. You ain't prepped, you hoarded. You didn't prep over years like actual preppers. All my stuff, I've laid in over years and years and years. These are people, last second, go out, much of my money will get me. Screw that. I'm tired of that. That's a disgrace. Stop it, people. Stop it. Now, mind you, I don't like Britain because they're not free like we are here in America. Okay. They can't own guns, a lot of stuff they can't do. But the one thing they get right that I am down with is they band together when stuff is tough. No matter how tough it is, no matter what it is, the Brits band together and they keep it, quote unquote, as the Brits would say, they keep a stiff upper lip. We can do that here in America, but we choose to be selfish. I'm not being selfish. I got, on this block here, I got at least 5 to 10 elderly. I have done runs for them. Oh, I'm infected with the virus. Oh, wait, I'm not. I use proper sanitization, both on their stuff when delivered and on myself. Okay, not that hard. Now, I'm not mocking it. I'm not, saying it's not serious. It is. But we're going to come through it. MERS was freaking serious. SARS was even more serious. And spread to the U.S. wildly, much more wildly than this one has. We made it through both of those. As a country, we can be strong if we choose to be. So, my fourth point, even though I've rambled a little long on it, is come on, people. Let's band together. Let's be like the Brits. Stiff upper lip. Let's look after one another. Let's look after our elderly. Don't have them going out, even though they're special hours. Let's go out for them. Novel idea. Let's go out for them. Well, those same elderly took care of us when we were younger. Even if they're not your family, they took care of somebody's kid, their own, whatever, when they were younger. Now is our time to take care of them. step up. Step up, America. Step up, Gunny's Corner. If I find out any member of Gunny's Corner ain't stepping up, you don't get a personal visit from me, Gunny style, and you don't want the brim of that hat touching your face, because you're going to smell what I had for breakfast, and you're going to feel my foot and how hard it is when it goes right up your freaking butt. So, Gunny's Corner members, step up. America, step up. I hope everybody in America sees this video and realizes we ain't two crazy guys that serve, that done our bit for our communities, whatever. I hope they see this video and go, dude, these guys are spot on. I need to freaking start giving to my neighbor. I got all this and it's going to go bad. Let me give it to, 5, 6 families before this meat rots, before this milk goes bad, whatever. I hope they see this and I hope they step up. You know what? Screw what Miley Cyrus and all those other fancy blah, blah, blah names can do. Gunny Corner, we can do it. Because we're saying one thing, America, step up.